So if we're thinking right on right, then I would be right leg forward, shooting a double. It would look something like this. It would be like a small step, a long step, and then I'd shoot in here. And I would step up with this leg, and I would turn the corner and I would flare the legs. So I could obviously, his posture broke on my shoulder, I can pick him up, or I can just turn the corner and go. So head on the outside is always a double leg or a high crotch. Meaning high crotch is like the hand positioning of a single leg, but it's head positioning here. And you can lift somebody pretty good with that. Head on the outside, that's always what it is. If we're staying stance and I want to go there, I'm going to circle, and I'm going to rotate, and I would be single leg here. So some fundamentals, ear should be attached to the person. You're here, if you have control, you can slide it out. You can grab the back, you can go here. You can take the circle as a football, there's many things you can do. You can often, if they don't feel flexible, you can just lift the leg off and they'll fall. There's many things, but knowing what they're trying to do and where they're headed will make a big difference in how you counter and how you sprawl and what underhooks you get. If somebody's shooting a double, obviously a double leg has, if they're not, arm dragging you, moving your hands out of the way, often it's just timing and the speed and efficacy of the shot. So if John's going to shoot on me and we're both right, so he got in good position, good timing, he's got a good grip here. All he has to do is drive off that leg, even if he doesn't stand up on this leg. If he drives it and drives his head, I'm going to fall down. Because his positioning was good. And his knee was here, and he's strong here. If I get this underhook in, and he comes in, and I get here, notice here, I blocked the head too. So even though he wants his head on the outside, he wants to be here. He doesn't want my arm on the inside. Because now it's almost like, I guess you could resemble a side, but it's essentially stepping into the rotate.
And it makes you sprawl too.
Yeah,
You can cut the arm, you can just hammer my head.
yeah, you can also do that. Yeah, if I'm here, I can, if I push down on this one, I can also just drive down here.
It's like, wow.
Yeah. And so getting the form and the bicep in is very effective. Because again, he wants to be arms clear, that's good, and his head outside. Right, this is bad for me, I'm way late. Yeah, I think it's here, he's been under thinking this way he can get me out. So I mentioned as a taller person, you do have some options where when you get the hips close, you have the benefits, but also you have some cons as far as they have a lot of space. And if you don't get the arms in, you're very kind of late to the game. Okay, so head on the inside, we did a bunch of countering with singles, but if John takes a circle here, a circle step here, this is good for him. It's a little bit more of a, I would say like a scrambling position, meaning we're both going to be moving. He's going to be trying to make me hop, I'm trying to get my leg on the inside, maybe I'm trying to get the belt and do the stomp, so it's a little bit more dynamic and moving. Often the double is going to be decided if he's deep enough or I've got my arm and I can counter. Okay,
So it's more risk in a way because of that.
the double?
Yeah.
I think so, and it depends. I would say it's a high risk if you don't have like an extensive wrestling background.
Okay.
There's exceptions, like if you get somebody who's very short and stout, they have a good, strong, like fundamental position of their head. They don't do this because that's a big problem of shooting doubles. Is sometimes people will put their head down when somebody grabs their head here, right? It's instinctive, but a good wrestler will actually look up and start turning. And if you do this, they'll just turn and get up to your back. So when I first started cross-training with some wrestlers at SFU, a lot of them were good, like they were on the national team. And they would come and do no-gi and you kind of cross-train. And not having done much wrestling before, I used to think, oh, I'm just going to do this, and I would get absolutely lifted at first. Like I had to totally change how I did. Because the neck is so strong and it's so used to just driving in.
And they don't have to worry about choking.
No, and I couldn't choke. And even when we were doing the rules with submissions, if you don't get all the way wrapped right away, like you just get lifted in front. And you have to let go because you're flying through the air. So
Yeah.
that's something really to consider.